So you got this Davos thing coming up in January in Switzerland. They do it every year, right? All these billionaires go in there and they do secret stuff. Are you going to Davos this year? Are you going to be there?
I'm thinking about it. I don't think they'd let me in, though. It's notoriously secretive, and they might just arrest me if I showed up. So
No, they can't arrest
I'm thinking about it, though. We'll see.
Yeah, the Swiss authorities can't arrest you, and the canton, they don't have counties in Switzerland, they have cantons. They won't bother you. Now, if you try to crash a private meeting, then the bodyguards that'll be there will beat the tar out of you. So be careful. But if you want to go and wear a little ski cap and just kind of putter around, you can go. Now, I haven't finished your whole book, but I've read enough of it to get the flavor of it. You kind of veer in and out of the conspiracy stuff. I'm not saying this as a negative, but there's a big crew that believes that these billionaires want to dominate the world in a variety of different ways, okay? And they do all kinds of nefarious things to amass even more power. What I want to do today is run down one by one, all right? We know about Soros. We don't have to, that's established beyond any doubt. He's trying to undermine Judeo-Christian traditions in America. He's been doing it for decades. His son, Alex, is now in charge. What about Mark Zuckerberg? On page 234 of Control Oligarchs, you mentioned that Zuckerberg pumped $400 million into the 2020 election where Biden beat Trump, and Trump says it was crooked. I haven't been investigating that as well because that caught my eye. I can't come up with where this 400 million actually went and what it did. But you're smarter than I am. Tell me, where's the 400 million?
Yeah, so he pumped it through two nonprofits, and you see that. That's a common theme. I mean, you see it with these ad boycotts where Soros is pumping money through Tides, through the into Media Matters. Laureen Powell Jobs features in this book, and she's doing the same thing through organizations like Acronym, which was funding another ad boycotter, Nandini Jamma, Sleeping Giants, who I know you're familiar with them. But Mark Zuckerberg, he does the same thing. He puts it into the Center for Tech and Civic Engagement, and another equally, sort of obscure sounding organization, sounds totally innocent. And then what those organizations did is they went into mostly blue areas in purple districts, and they put the drop boxes, and they funded the election infrastructure, which has now been banned in a lot of states, by the way. The Zuckerbucks have been banned. Unfortunately, what hasn't, and it's free speech. I mean, right? Soros will say that funding Media Matters is free speech, but that's just another example of the many ways these control oligarchs are kind of putting their fingers on the scales of our election. They say the money is the free speech, but then they're censoring shows like yours and others. They're trying to anyway. They want to do the ad boycotts and stuff like that. So they're very against First Amendment, although they hide behind it.
All right, but let's get back to the 400 million. So drop boxes, okay, but they were legal in Wisconsin and Michigan and states like that, where a lot of this money went in. Do you think that Zuckerberg is financing anything that's illegal?
Well, I'm not a lawyer. I'm sure many lawyers have looked into it. The states have changed their laws. That was kind of the problem and that's a problem with so many of the things we investigate at the Government Accountability Institute, is it's actually legal. It just doesn't seem right that a billionaire should be able to finance.
Because I haven't found it either, although this extraordinary amount of money going into 20 counties, all of which voted for Biden, I believe all of them did. This guy, I don't know. It's really shady. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door, or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.